Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of MarkRushtonGallery.com, and let's print this off here. Oh, that thermal printer, that thermal ribbon's working overtime again. Wait, didn't you paint this cityscape last night? Yes, I did. I'm going to do it again, and I'll explain why here in just a second here. Lovely, lovely there. So that's my little thermal ribbon printer that I got from Hong Kong. Love it. This was a photo I took from the 34th floor of the Ruan Center in Des Moines, Iowa, looking east towards the Capitol right there. It's a cloudy day. Went up to the Embassy Club, and they let me take a photo. And anyway, so yesterday I made this, and this is fine. This is great. This is actually I'm just kind of experimenting right now. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of take this a step further, particularly with regard to the sky, because I did get some pretty cool effect going on there. And I don't know if you can kind of see it in there, but I got some cool effect on there. And I really like how this turned out. But I kind of want to have the freedom to go a little further. So I'm gonna kick it up a notch. And bam, and when my girls were little toddlers, we used to watch Emerald live. He'd be cooking, and he'd throw his Emerald, whatever his little concoction, his little Cajun concoction. What would he call that? I can't remember. And he'd go, bam! The crowd would get all excited. He's just cooking, Hey, it worked. You're no Emerald. That's right. Emerald Lagasse. Cheers. So before I get into the painting, I went to Joan tonight. Joan. Years ago, one of my daughters jokingly called it Joan. And so the name stuck. And my Joan here in, what was it, West Des Moines or Clive, when I went there last year, they were not selling acrylic ink. And of course, you can buy acrylic ink at Hobby Lobby and Michael's and everything like that. But the Joan that I used to go to in Iowa City used to sell acrylic ink. I was like, well, how come they don't sell? Now they sell acrylic ink. And they sell some acrylic inks that I can't find in other stores. So I thought I'd get some. And so this is, what's this called? Indian yellow. Indian yellow. Right? So that's a good color. And then this goofy thing here, which is called peach pink, which doesn't look pink and doesn't really even look peach. So, and I was looking for something that was a little bit more flesh colored. So I tried that the other night with I still love this. This is great. I'm kind of flesh colored there. I don't know. Let's get on with the cityscape here. And of course, like last night, we're not going to use ultramarine. We're going to use primary cyan. Primary cyan will be the base. And then I'm going to overlay it with this acrylic ink Artist Loft that I really love from Michael's. So let's get into it here. Yeah, well, we'll see. Man, it was hot today here. What was it? 100 100 degrees, they said, at the temperature. Of course, George Carlin always used to say no one lives at the airport. Well, he was right about that. It was only 100 degrees in the car when it was in the garage. And then once I got out of the garage, it was, less than 100. Tonight I was driving around, it was 92. But of course, everyone likes to get all excited and use the heat index, which of course is an absolutely phony number. It's like the wind chill. Like, really? Everything's got to be worse, right? And of course, who tells you it's worse but the guy who can't even predict that it's going to rain tomorrow, right? It's like, wait, they didn't have this in the forecast. Well, I said 20% chance of showers. So, I'm right. Like, I don't know about that. I could sit there and say that this painting's going to have a 20% chance of coming out correct. See, it came out correct. What do I do? Meteorologists. They're just, half those guys they just look like they took way too many amphetamines. You know what I mean? They're just out there and they're just like, oh, stand in front of a green screen and be all concerned about stuff. I get it, weather is important, but I don't know. They need to have the screaming headline. Well, you know what? It's going to be so hot. It's summer. It's summer. It's the end of summer. Did you notice that? It's the end of summer. It's always like this at the end of summer. We always have those hot days. And in a month, well, you'll forget about it because the soybean fields will be turning that beautiful yellow. I'll be out there painting them because I love it when the soybean fields change. They kind of get that little, there's like a day or two there where it's a little pink. The soybeans, I wanted to get this sky just a little bit more. There's like a technique that I'm looking for here with it. Look at that. And it involves just dropping a lot of ink on it and then moving it around. Move it around. And those for God's sakes, could we work? I know I use painter's tape, but it works most of the time. I just don't have it down on there. So what I like to do with this is I like to get that ink on there, get it wet, don't dry it, just keep spreading it around. And then sometimes you get this really, really kind of just crazy cloud effect out of it. And sometimes it doesn't happen, but sometimes I have to paint on it the next day and then I get the crazy cloud effect. So all right, I'm just gonna let that dry there. Let that dry a little bit here. Now, down here. So I put sepia down here. The sepia is great, and then on the horizon we'll maybe we'll do the flame orange. We'll do flame orange, and then we'll have our green here on the horizon, just like I did with that. This is a little bit lighter, a little hazier. I do want that green on the horizon, but then down here I kind of want to change it. So, actually, maybe we should do, instead of flame orange, let's do Azo Yellow Deep. No, let's do flame orange, and then we'll do a baby wipe. Right? There we go. Just spread it around with the baby wipe. a little bit of that. Get that green. There you go. All right. Don't take it off. Wipe it down. Remove just a little bit. Get what you can. Okay, that's kind of cool. Looks like we got giant trees in the background there. Or a forest, you know. Go too far east, the forest is happening. All right. So I didn't want to do, I wanted to be kind of like that, but we're gonna kind of mess with it here. Ink all over the place. So I think yesterday I used some primary site. Now I want to use these this Indian yellow here. Let's see what this is like. Maybe I should have put that down first. I don't know. All right, let's just put everything down, huh? This peach pink. Looks like beige to me. Looks like beige. Peach pink. That is going nowhere. That's a bummer. All right. Let's bring in the... Oh. Now I'm going to have to mess... Oh, I can't believe I did that. It's okay. It's okay. This whole exercise here is about... There we go. Okay, kind of like different colors. That's cool. All right. Now, what I have to do... I messed this up here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on here? What is going on here? Removing that white layer a little bit. Oh, you know what? Oh, hey. Okay, so, okay, I didn't even know about this. So go in here and you remove a little bit of that white. Oh, that's cool. You could do like a Rothko effect. Get a little bit of green there in that sky. I don't want that green in the sky. I feel like I'm just putting it on and taking it off. All right, that didn't really kind of work out the way I wanted it to. Let's continue. Yeah. That's a little goofy. Okay, so let me try this now. Just try to kind of a something like that. Somebody last said I need to throw a little purple in there. Unfortunately, I don't have any purple, but we could try. Could we try for down below? Something crazy. I don't know about green. Blue? Black? Would black be a mistake? Let's find out. Well, oxide. Oh, we have to pour it on. Typically with like these oxide blacks, it'll look like you made a horrible mistake, and then it sometimes it can be pretty. Oh, that's cool. That kind of looks more like a brown. Let's bring this back again. That's kind of crazy. All right, so down here, all right, the black didn't work. I do kind of like the red. Well, let's throw in a little bit of. Like the heat. It's 117 downtown, right? Never-ending heat. Get that glow. What if I put white on there? That will just mess it up. That'll just mess it up. It's guaranteed. A little bit of more Indian yellow. What do you think? I'll have to find the right place for that color. Streak there. What about purple? I have the velvet violet. Let's put a little bit up here. Let's see what happens. I think this is like it's like a gritty, it's almost like a pearlescent, and it kind of it's kind of inert. I've not been happy with this violet. Yeah, this is velvet violet. This is almost like a pearlescent because I don't like it. I would rather mix like a primary magenta like this and maybe a black and kind of just go for bold. I don't know. What do I know? All right. Let's remove if I can. Blue, but I kind of want to have. That's cool, but I don't know. I'm going to use all that up. Did I find it? Did I find it? Now you also got to remember that this is going to be masked off to a certain extent. So it's not going to be like the whole thing. I mean, it's not even going to be like this. Let me bring it down just a little bit here. I'm having a hard time seeing the clouds on the computer here, but the computer version of this is probably a little bit low res. But I like the clouds. If you saw it in person, you'd be like, yeah, that's almost cirrus-like a big block of cirrus clouds floating through, which we have not had lately. I think we had last week. Where are we? 21 minutes. I don't toil over these. I try not to. I think I was a little bit more experimental in this one here. So, you know, let me see if I can get both in the screen here. Oh man, I gotta get these inks into their little containers. Make sure the lids are on. I'm one of those guys, it's like half the time I forget to put the lid on the ink, and it's not good. All right, so let's get this in here. I would say that there's definitely more heat in the one on the left. Let's get that feeling of heat, that downtown heat. It's like all those buildings and the concrete is just pulling in that heat for the day. And yeah, often this is better. I think this is better. This was the start. Very interesting, kind of old school. It's almost like something out of 120 years ago, kind of. Whereas this a little more. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do another one tomorrow night, and all I do is Rothko effect on it. That's what I'm going to do. So tomorrow night I'll do part 3 of the cityscape, and then I'll conclude it. But so tomorrow will be Rothko effect. What do you mean by Rothko effect, Rushton? Let's see if I can find them here. I have some paintings that I would define as Rothko effect. Oh, yeah, it's like my book paintings here, like something like that. That's kind of a Rothko effect. What else have I got? What else is good in here? Oh, yeah, this is a good example too. That's a good example of the Rothko effect. That's one of my book paintings. So yeah, I think that's what I'd like to do here with this is print off another one and then make the cloud make it like a Rothko. So, and kind of mask that off with that. And then that way you kind of get an idea of the masking. The green is terrible, but this stuff's cheap. Well, nothing's cheap, but you know what I mean. Like I can't believe I wasted all that painter's tape on painting, right? I just don't have something for this at this point in time here. But yeah, so if I can mask that off real good tomorrow, and then I just work those Rothko clouds, or those Rothko like rectangles, the rectangular clouds, and it doesn't even matter. It'll be like an approximation, what I'm talking about with Rothko. You put that over the city. I don't feel like doing it tonight. Pollen count is off the chart. That's the thing that's driving everybody nuts. Hot weather, I love it. Pollen count near 12, don't love it. Don't love it. I took 2 quercetin today, Quercitn. It helps, but guys, just cut the ragweed. Could you just cut the ragweed? I see it. Just cut it down. No, I can't do it. That's good. I like that. It looks like a hot summer night, right? Hot downtown is hot. Block is live, right? That's good. All right. I'm done rambling. Thanks for hanging out with me. Mark Rushton, markrushtongallery.com. Talk to you later.